some names that I can rattle off, Shashi Tharoor, Rahul Gandhi, Professor Manoj Jha himself, that there are a lot of politicians who are from that university who have been in North Campus, Payal. So it will be a chance for them also as alumni of this university, those who are present there. Will there be any opportunity to interact, or will the students get a chance to ask Prime Minister anything that they want him to clarify or interact about?
Well, we'll have to look at the detailed program because, the university has kept very mum as far as the entire issue is concerned, because we are given to understand that the Prime Minister certainly will be giving an address. Of course, the guest of honor over there is the Education Minister of the country, Mr. Narendra Modi. He's expected to speak as well. But I'm sure, like our colleagues have been reporting, that every time that the Prime Minister gets an opportunity, to interact with a common man, he's been more than happy, he's been more than welcome, interacting with them. So, right from interacting with the students while he's there at the Delhi Metro, to the fact that he will obviously looking forward to interact with the students at the university campus as well. It'll be very interesting if the students have any interesting questions for them, because, students are young minds. We've seen the Prime Minister encourage all his colleagues also, to have interactions with the youth as much as possible to keep them engaged, because they are the future. And the new India that he's speaking about is the new India that is going to be empowered by the youth of the country. So in the past also you've seen several such interactions, whether it is, I remember one very distinctly with Nirmala Sitharaman having an interaction with the students, where one of the students really had a meltdown and said that, she felt very, very uncomfortable. She felt very, very, depressed at the time of exams. And that was the question that Nirmala Sitharaman had taken, and that had gone viral as well. So students do have a mind of their own. They do have a thinking of their own. They have probably many great ideas, which the Prime Minister has always been very, very encouraging about. Whether or not there is a formal interaction or not, we'll have to just wait and see how the event pans out.
Right. Pallavi, this metro ride might have been a surprise, a morning surprise for the metro commuters. But of course, the Prime Minister and the security arrangements might have been done beforehand. Anything else within the Delhi University campus? There are a lot of student joints which are part of the university, memories. Any sense that you get that beyond the convention hall, beyond the actual podium, the Prime Minister could spring a surprise and just move around the campus also to get a feel? Any security arrangements that you see which gives you that sense? Pallavi, are you still there?
So the thing about the Prime Minister really, Arunima, is that one can never ever predict what his next step is going to be. He's known to spring surprises, and there are those impromptu interactions which we can often expect. I mean, not many of us were actually told very much in advance that he's going to take in the metro ride. He wants to make it out to be an impromptu interaction with the students, and the pictures which are being now put out clearly shows that he's having conversations with different kind of students while on his way, and he's just tweeted even as we speak about the interactive metro ride that he's having as he goes to Delhi University. Basically, the whole function is also taking place in a multi-purpose sports complex auditorium. There are 3 buildings as we are talking, state-of-the-art technology, Centenary celebrations at Delhi University. So he's culminating, and the Prime Minister is actually giving a wrap-up of that particular occasion. Also sending out multiple messages as we all have been talking about. I mean, a common mode of transport, which transit, for example, just on a different note, metro, for example, is a mode of transport which is actually used by a large spectrum of people, not necessarily seen as a poor man's transport. So there are young students, professionals, all of them use the metro, not just in Delhi, but also many other state capitals as well. So that's one messaging, that transport or public mode of transport actually acts as a kind of big leveler. So that's one point. Second, of course, is increasingly interacting. Wherever you see him traveling abroad, even across the country, he tries to make a point to reach out to the youth, as many of our politicians are beginning to do so. Understanding the power of youth, the power of women has become the increasing political pitch of almost all political parties, and for the Prime Minister particularly, as he lays down his policy decisions, new policies, new scheme of the government, the focus has always been on enterprise, on empowerment. And I think that's also the point he would certainly want to talk about when he addresses the many students at the Delhi University later today.